Hey guys, welcome to The Daily Athlete. This is episode number 21. Got it written down, lucky. What we're going to work on today is, I'm going to give you a little bit of information on pec minor. So there's pec major, pec minor. Pec minor is the little one which connects up to the top of our humerus. So it's only small, sits just above our armpit. So this one in here, you can probably feel it. I'll push underneath. This muscle is tight in a lot of people, and this comes from posture. So because of the things that we do in day-to-day life are mainly in front of us, driving the car, lifting weights, or most of the time, whatever we're doing during the day, sitting at the desk, everything's forward. So this shoulder's always being pulled forward. This means that this pec minor on the side here actually tightens up and becomes smaller. When that becomes smaller and shrinks in size, then it pulls the shoulder forward. So it kind of feeds the dysfunction, feeds the problem by pulling our shoulders into a forward position. So what we need to do, number one, work on our posture of pulling our shoulders back and pulling down, which is going to help to have this pec minor actually being used rather than shriveling up and tightening up. The second thing we need to do is we need to loosen it off. The way to loosen it off or to stretch it out, you can use a ball, other things like that, but this stretch is fairly effective as well, which is fairly easy to do. So what you can do is grab your foam roller. Hopefully you guys can see. Move over here a little bit. Want to sit on top of the foam roller if you've got a longer one. So making sure your head's supported by the foam roller. We don't want your foam roller hanging or your head hanging off the edge of the foam roller. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put our arms out sideways, a bit like a scarecrow, okay? Arms at 90 degrees. Now all we're going to do is we're going to accumulate 2 minutes there with our hands hanging down. Now you might not feel this one straight away. After you've held it there for a little bit, if that pec minor is tight, you'll start to feel it just above your armpit. You'll start to feel it stretch, and you should notice that your arms or your elbows actually get a lot closer to the floor. They're not as pulled up and nice and tight, okay? So that is one there that you can have a crack with. There are a couple of other ones, but I would start off with that one first, see how you go with that to help loosen it off. And that's also going to help you pull your shoulders back and down. The other thing it's going to do, it's also going to help you to activate your back, okay? If your pec minor is tight and pulling your shoulders forward, you'll notice you won't be able to pull your shoulders back as far as what they can actually go. This is going to mean that you can't activate your back as much, whether you're weight training, riding motorbike, whatever sport you're doing, whatever movement you're doing, you won't be able to activate your back as much. And that's very, very important. We need to get that upper back, those lats, scapular muscles working as best as possible, but we need to make sure that we can actually use those muscles by releasing off this pec minor first. So give that pec minor stretch a crack and have a great day.